Hello and welcome to another video. Now it's summer, it's hot. What do we want to eat? Something cold. Salads, cold soups, that sort of thing. That's why during May I mostly did cold soups, so we'd have some things to cook. Today though, and in the month of June, we'll be dealing with mostly salads. So the first salad I'm going to do is a sprats and potato salad from Lithuania. The flavors are delicious, bright, very different from anything I had ever had before. And so next we'll go ahead and look at the ingredients and go from there. Now for ingredients, we have potatoes, about 300 grams of them. That's like 12 ounces or so. Can of peas. And for some reason, canned peas are very commonly used in Lithuanian salads. This is no exception. Half of a red bell pepper, a small onion, dill, pickles. I'll probably use 2 of these pickles. And a can of sprats. Maybe we won't use these whole things. Sprats are a small fish. They look kind of like anchovies, but they have a different flavor. I have made the mistake of confusing them with anchovies exactly once in my life. Don't do that again. And some mayonnaise. So you can use homemade mayonnaise for this, but I'm using store-bought mayonnaise today. So we'll get started. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to boil these potatoes, and then I'll be back. So now I've boiled the potatoes, and I'm soaking them in cold water to cool them down. Next I will peel them, and I will chop them into a small bowl. And once they're all chopped into a small bowl, I'll be back, and we'll assemble the salad, deal with the presentation, and I'll do this in a larger serving dish, and then we'll go ahead and try it. Okay, so here we have our potatoes. And just to go through this is the entire onion chopped. I might not use all of it, but we will see. We have 3 small chopped pickles, half of a large red bell pepper, and a fair bit of canned green peas. And we'll open the sprats right at the end. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start taking handfuls or small handfuls of these toppings here, and sprinkling them on the top of the potatoes. Just like that. I'm just going to rotate through them a number of times so that we don't end up with thick layers of anything. After all, the potatoes don't look like much themselves, so presentation-wise, it's nice to have everything else on top. And the centerpieces of the flavors are the pickles, the red peppers, the onions, and the peas anyway. The potatoes are mostly there as filling. I think that's looking good, so I probably won't use all of the rest of this. Well, maybe I will. I think that should be fine. I'm going to spread it out a little bit. That looks good. And now we will add the sprat. So I'm going to open this can, drain off the oil, and I'll be right back. So here are the sprats. They are a small Baltic fish about the size of an anchovy. But they're almost always served. Smoked. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to set these in a circle, just to present them nicely. On top of here, the mayonnaise will go in the middle. Yeah, that one's a little bit curved. I'll come back to it. Sort of set them up in almost a mariner star kind of shape. That kind of looks nice. If you have any that are too curved, set them aside for the moment. I'm going to set up another round of them going the other way. Tail first, right up against here. And there are a number of different ways you can present this. This is just how I like to do it. I'm going to do this one this way. And these are almost always sold smoked. I suspect there might be other ways of doing it. I think the Swedes also sell a sprat that's spice cured. So now I have the sprats online. Now I'm going to put mayonnaise in the middle, and I'll top it off with some sprinkles of dill. So for the mayonnaise, I'm going to take a very large spoonful, maybe that size. I'm going to kind of shape it in the middle there, and I think I'm going to add just a little more. This isn't a potato salad that requires a lot of mayonnaise. There we go. Then we can take like a spatula or something and make it look nice before I sprinkle. So with the spatula, I'm just going to try to make it look a little bit nicer. And now that that's done, I'm going to sprinkle the dill on top. And there we go. So here is our Lithuanian Spratt Salad. So now I'm going to serve myself a little bit for a taste test. I'm going to start with some of the veggies underneath and some of the sprats and just a little bit of the mayonnaise. That should be good. We'll go ahead and do the taste test. So now for the taste test, I'm going to take a little bit of this mayonnaise and just kind of mix some stuff around a little bit. And I don't have a piece of fish here, but let's try it without. That's nice. It's my first impression of that first bite is similar to a potato salad. But once you get the onion, the flavors really lighten up. Now I'm going to try a piece with the sprat. That right there is delicious. I have no other word for it. I have no other description. This is delicious. Absolutely delicious. I hope you like this as much as I do. Bon appetit, and see you next week. Achille.